The Oakland Athletics, or the A's as you may know them locally, synonymous with the term Moneyball, are reinventing the term. The organization is offering luxury suites for the 2021 season for the price of $1 Bitcoin. This makes the A's the first team in American professional sports to price tickets in cryptocurrency instead of dollars. Joining us now is David Kaval, who is the president of the Oakland Athletics. Great to have you here with us today. Why did you decide to begin accepting crypto as a form of payment?
Well, we had heard from our fans that they were interested in paying in cryptocurrency, and we felt that with the price of, Bitcoin approaching $60,000, and that's about the price of our suite for one season, we thought it was a good opportunity to try it, to see if people would use it as a medium of exchange.
Okay, and so what has the reception been thus far? Have you seen anybody purchase a luxury suite in Bitcoin yet?
We don't have a purchase yet, but we have 100 people contacted us in the first 48 hours, and 3 or 4 are telling us they're going to buy before the season starts. Season starts April 1st. So we anticipate a couple of the deals coming through and having our first Bitcoin purchases here at Oakland Alameda Coliseum.
Okay, so a full season package for one of the suites costs $64,000. Price of $1 Bitcoin currently just around $60,000. The incentive for the organization to give fans a Bitcoin discount, what is the incentive there?
Well, I think we want to offer different options for our fans to transact. And we've been hearing from people on Twitter and through social media and emailing us that they wanted to transact with Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. We're in, the Bay Area where there's a lot of people interested in that type of transaction. And so we said, you know what, let's try it. Let's innovate. Let's see if this works and see if it's more than a store of value, but it actually could be a transactional tool.
Okay, and so if you see enough transactions in Bitcoin, how much of the cryptocurrency do you expect to simply hold on to as the organization, or do you convert it immediately and recognize that on some of your own financial statements?
We're going on to it. I mean, we think that there's, obviously the chance that it continues to rise. I mean, maybe it's an opportunity for Billy Beane and David Forrest, our baseball side, to go out and get some more players. But we think it's a good way to diversify some of the things we're doing as a business and could give us a leg up on other businesses.
Now, the current promotion lasts until opening day. We should note for our viewers, available for 10 suites at Ring Central Coliseum. Are you planning to integrate Bitcoin into other experiences within the arena?
We actually are. We're looking at things like concession purchases, our season tickets, other ways, merchandise. We wanted to start with the suite because it's a larger purchase and to see if we get some traction. But we think it has application throughout our business and can respond to kind of the marketplace and what our consumers want.
Week and a half out, season opener against the Astros, I should say. I shouldn't be confusing our A's here right now. There's only one A in town in Oakland.
That's right.
So you're going to be able to fill the stadium at 20% capacity. How are the A's managing seating limits right now?
Well, we worked with the state of California and Alameda County to come up with a pod system where you could sit in a pod of 2 or 4 in the stadium, 20% capacity. We can have about 11,000 fans at the Coliseum. And our fans have responded because we went on sale last week. They're super excited. We've almost sold out opening day. People are fired up to get back out there, to root on a great young team and really build on it's almost been a year since anyone was out actually at the ballpark. We just had cardboard cutouts last year. So it's an exciting way to get people back in the building and have fun.
It's a great year for cardboard cutouts, that's for sure. If all goes according to plan with the vaccine rollout, when do you anticipate seeing a full stadium?
I mean, it's hard to know. That's something that the state is going to decide. It was encouraging to hear from Dr. Fauci that he thought by 4th of July, you could have maybe a return to more normalcy. And so obviously that's a big day for baseball with fireworks, and having a full house around that time, I think would be an incredible moment and a way to celebrate, kind of getting through the pandemic and moving on into kind of a new normal.
There are so many employees that are also a part of making that experience what it is on game day at the stadium, at the Coliseum. How do you go about making sure that the employees that are also the key element to making sure that the experience operates as intended and keeping the players safe as well? How do you ensure that all of those health and safety requirements remain intact even as we do start to reopen back fully?
Well, we learned last year how to operate without fans. And so we had a lot of our staff there. We had a testing system, different tiers of employees, restricted areas, cleaning. And we really built on that this year with Major League Baseball, with the county and the state to come up with a system that was also as robust as last year, but incorporated fans. And so we're going to have all our staff, tested weekly. We're going to have systems in place to ensure if people are sick, they don't come to work. And we make sure that safety is the #1 priority for folks coming out to the ballpark.
Okay, the Oakland A's also in talks to build a new stadium, we understand, in the Oakland Arena. What are some of the notable features that we should be staying tuned for?
Well, we have an incredible waterfront location right on the Oakland estuary, an incredible rooftop park, kind of like the High Line in New York City, that people can access every day of the week, and a really jewel box, intimate design with views of the water. So it's an incredible location. We're looking for a final approval of the City Council this year, and we're really excited to move forward with that project.
Those are fighting words, David. When you're talking about taking on New York City's High Line, we might have to build a higher High Line. We'll just take this to higher highs.
I'd have to.
We
might have to. It's an arms race.
Is there a proposed date in mind?
Well, we're focused on just getting the approval this year, and then we'll have a better sense from the city of Oakland when we could break ground and open. But usually these things take 3 or 4 years after you actually get the approval. So we don't have a specific date yet, but we're working as hard as we can to get it done quickly and build an incredible ballpark at the waterfront.
Dave, I don't know if you've heard, we're putting parks on ports now in New York City. I haven't even experienced that yet, so we're going to see what that is like. I'll report back, and we'll let you know what not to do to continue competing over there.
All right, you let me know.
Quite well. Yeah, we'll do. David Kaval, who is the president of the Oakland A's, the Athletics, thanks so much for joining us here on the day.